Hey guys, it's Michelle Lundy from Making It as a Middle School Teacher, and I'm here for a Tech Tip Tuesday. I'm trying to hurry up and get this recorded so that I can get it uploaded actually on a Tuesday. If you checked the blog yesterday, you saw that I've been having some issues with our modem for our internet, and we had to wait a few days to have a new one shipped. And so I'm trying to catch up a little bit and fill a request from a reader who wanted to know some more basic information about PowerPoint. She mentioned a few things like the transitions and how the words can move in and out of the screen. And so I thought I'd go ahead and start off today with a little bit more basic than that and just looking at getting your theme selected and some of the options there, and then we'll kind of build from there. So I may focus on PowerPoint for the next few weeks because, you know, sometimes we do try to get all fancy, and there are still plenty of us who need a little bit more instruction on just the day-to-day things, and so that's what I want to focus on right now. Alright, so I've opened up PowerPoint, and now remember, I've mentioned before that I am on a Mac. I do have the Office suite for Mac, so I do have PowerPoint and Word and the other things that are in Office, but because I'm on a Mac, it's going to look a little different from a PC. I have been using PC until just recently, and so I know it takes a little bit of getting used to, and you may see me click somewhere that is different from a PC, but the basic options are still there. It may be in a little different place, your button may look a little different, but the overall effect is going to be the same. Okay, so you open up PowerPoint and you come up to this, this screen here. And like I said, I want to go ahead and talk about themes. Now, we would start off on the home, which I just clicked on, but I want to go to themes. And you can see up here I have quite a list, and I'm going to kind of scroll through. And some of them are kind of plain, some of them are a little bit more fancy. Don't focus on the color though. I'm going to show you some options with that today. That's what I want to look at in today's tutorial. So just kind of look at the design that you're going for. You're looking for something fun for your students. Are you trying to find something a little bit more professional? Maybe you're presenting something in a faculty meeting, or you know, you're doing something for a parent night. So kind of think about what it is you're wanting to you know, what point you're trying to get across, if it's fun or if it's professional or whatever. So I'm kind of scrolling back and forth here. This is the one that I'm going to choose. I just kind of think that one looks neat. It's also got the same name as one of my children. This is called Austin. So I'm going to choose that one tonight. Now, if I decide that this is not the color scheme that I wanted to go with, I do happen to love this one, but for tonight's purposes, I want to show you some options. If I click over here on colors, okay, you see that there are all these different setups already there, these different color palettes. So maybe I like this one. Okay, so immediately I get something that's a little more subdued with just a little bit of color instead of that bright green. Maybe I want this one, Pixel. It kind of looks brighter, and it is. I end up with some blue and some gold. And, you know, you can just kind of play around and see what you like. Okay, I'm going to go with, I tell you, we'll leave it here on Pixel for now. Okay, now, also, over here on background, let's say that maybe I did not want this blue. Well, if I click here on this gray that has the little stripes on it, you see I still have a little bit of the pattern. It's not quite as noticeable, and I've chosen that gray. Maybe I want this shade, more of a teal green instead of the bright blue. I could also choose to now go back to not so much of the stripe, but more of the hexagons showing up on this middle row. I can also click here and keep the hexagons with the other colors. So you've just got tons and tons of options. That gets rid of it all together. This makes it white. Some of the schemes that you pick, this color, kind of the more of the accent color would change. So each one is very, very different. So not only do you have all of the choices across the top, you have all these color schemes to pick from, and I'm not even scrolling up and down, so you can see there's quite a few. But then within those color schemes, you've got all these other different little choices that you can make, okay? Now, on fonts right here, each different color scheme, or I'm sorry, not color scheme, but theme, has a font that's sort of assigned to it. Well, let's say you don't want that one. You want to be different, okay? So you can come over here and look at some other things that are offered to you. It's not going to give you every font that you have access to on your computer. Maybe I want Callisto. Okay, I like that one better. That's what I want to go with. It's going to save that into the theme for what I'm setting up right now. Now, you can still go over here to your font window and choose something later on, but this is applying it to the whole theme. Okay, now let's say I love this one and I want to be able to use this repeatedly. Well, then you're going to come here to Save Theme, and you can then give it its own name. Okay, so maybe I want to call this one Blue Austin. Okay, if I could spell my child's name, there we go. And then I could save this one, and it would then show up over here in these custom colors. Okay, it would give you some, and it would actually call it Blue Austin. Okay. Now, if you want to set this as the new Austin, not a Blue Austin, but just let it take over the other one, then you would do select or set current theme as default, and that would be the one that comes up for you every single time, and you wouldn't have to go through and find your new theme with the colors or whatever. It would always come up for you. Okay, so there are several options there. Also, remember that when you start to add in new slides, okay, you're going to get to choose what you want. And so this was our title page. So next time, maybe if I'm adding some title and a content, remember, you're going to get something that looks a little different. It's going to have the same aspects of the theme, but you see, of course, we can't have this big block coming down, so it's just this little part up here. Some of the themes are very similar as you go. You can see this one here really doesn't change at all. Obviously, this one would have to change because look how big that is, taking up a lot of your slide. And so then it just puts this little bit over here. Okay, so a lot to play around with there. You can really customize it down to, just very, very specific choices for you. Okay, and that's where I want to stop today. I just want to keep these very specific so that if people need to go back and look at them again later, they can just look at the specific idea that they're trying to work on. So that's where I'm going to stop tonight, just selecting the theme. We can look back over here at the one that we started with. Let's see, what did I do with it? There we go. Okay, and remember, I took that one, changed it to blue. I could have saved that choice, and you're in this Themes tab wherever you happen to be on a PC or a Mac. That's what you want to look for is your themes. You have all these choices over here, and we'll get into some other options for PowerPoint next time. And I do appreciate you stopping by to listen for today's Tech Tip Tuesday, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.